Hey guys, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Mike.
I'm Laura, and we are Bold Health and Fitness.
You know, some of you guys probably watched this way back when we did a push-up challenge for Kill 22, and this is...
that was our last live video. I think that was, back in July, I think, right?
I don't know, because we had Miriam with us then in July. I don't know when it was...
Oh, yeah, probably August. I don't know. It was back then. It was back then, so we'll just wait for a couple people to start popping on. It's 9 o'clock.
Tracy.
Hey, Tracy, how are you? Good to see you here.
So our vision for this video, too, we know some people already expressed that they won't be able to watch it live. They'll be able to watch it later on when they have the replay. But our vision is to make this interactive. We want it to be informative, but also interactive. So, we see Christy, we see Corinne, we see Nicole. Hello, guys.
Hey, guys.
So... as we said, we want this to be informative, but we also want this to be interactive too. So please, when one of us is talking, the other person is watching the bottom for comments, questions. So with that said, we want you guys to hear what we have to say. And here's Laura going into what Bold Health and Fitness, what it is. Okay,
so Bold Health and Fitness actually started about 2 years ago when I started my journey with Beachbody, which was... literally, it started with actually two of us who were really doing it, and just a couple of my family members and friends who I just invited to just watch the journey and just hold me personally accountable as I was starting to work on my own fitness journey. So it was literally two of us, and we started this, and now we've grown to well over 100 that we are all doing Beachbody programs together and encouraging one another and motivating one another and giving each other tools, tips, encouragement, inspiration, and we even pray for each other along the way. So it's really become a tight-knit community. We actually held our very first barbecue together. So we had our Bold Health and Fitness barbecue, and it was really cool to actually put a real face behind the name and the stories we see on the screen all the time. And we just continue to hope to grow from there. And we're inviting you to be a part of it. So this will be a great opportunity for you to learn a little bit more and see if it's something you would enjoy.
So my question is now watching, listening to what you were saying, is what exactly is Bold Health and Fitness? Like you talked about the faces on the screen and stuff, so that falls into, we were talking about before we started this video, that Beachbody kind of falls on, for us it's three different pillars. We've got the community element of it, we have the fitness element of it, and we also have the nutritional element of it. So what Laura was saying, the faces on the screen, do you want to get into a little bit more about what
Sure.
that is?
Yes. So what we have is a Facebook group currently now, and sometimes we also run groups through an app. But this group is something where it's a private group, and only those doing Beachbody programs or portions of the Beachbody programs are a part of that. So we have some people that are in there doing Shakeology and, being held accountable how to use that properly. We also have people in there doing 21-day fix meal planning and learning how to change their eating habits. And we have people doing their exercise programs. So we cover all the bases in this. And some people do all three of those at one time. Some of them start with one and then build one at a time after another. And we all do it together, and we give you extra tools and encouragement to help get you through the programs, because it's one thing to purchase something and then it sits on a shelf and you just don't feel motivated, but it's a whole other thing when you feel like you're not doing something alone and you get the support that you need to do it. And that is what our group is all about. Is we don't want you to fail, we want you to succeed, and we help you do that.
Yeah, so all of you here in this page watching right now, you were invited by somebody, whether it was through Laura and I. There's 5 other coaches as well that they've invited you to hear a little bit about what we're doing. So that is why, that's where we want to plug you guys into to Bold Health and Fitness and see you succeed through us coaching you, and through the people who invited you also coaching you and helping you succeed through those programs. And Laura mentioned a little bit too about the nutritional element of it. Yes, as Nicole said, love and support and encouragement. This is our group. Yes,
it is totally encouraging, and we love having you in there, Nicole. You're awesome. She's like, all right. So we'll tell you a little bit about Nicole, because she's got she's a mom of 5 girls. Yes, mom of 5 girls, and she is right now doing trying to remember what program. Are you doing Hammer and Chisel right now?
No, she was doing a program. It's actually not a Beachbody program. It's a Jillian Michaels program.
That's right, Jillian Michaels program. But she's done so many. She's done P90X and Hammer and Chisel and PiYo. And wow, if I know if there's anybody that inspires me in a group, it's a mom of 5 who is getting it done somehow and creating awesome meals all the time as well. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is very inspiring for sure. And we wanted to show you a little bit. I'm going to do almost like a little cooking show here, and Laura's going to change the camera angle.
Hammer and Chisel is next, she says.
Yes, Hammer and Chisel is next. Hey, Kevin. And we're going to show you, I'm going to actually get ahead today, and we're going to prep my lunch for tomorrow. And I'm going to show you how easy this is using what Laura talked about, which was the 21-day fixed eating model. I laminated this. This is all the 21 fixed foods. And I know you cannot read it. I don't expect you to read it. This is a prop. But it goes through all the different containers on the top over here. I can see we've got the green. That's your veggies, your fruits, protein, carbs, fats, seeds. And over here it talks about your spoons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my lunch. And I'm going to show you through using this container system what a 21-day fixed lunch actually looks like. And I think you're going to be surprised with how much food it actually is.
And before you get into that, I just want to say, okay, so I happen to be a super scatterbrained, disorganized person and looked at this program and told myself I could never do that. So if you're out there looking at this today and think, I could never do that, I want you to think of me because I wasn't able to do that, or I didn't think I could do that. And I started super slow. I literally just started with this, just the food list, just eating it. And over a span of a few months, was able to learn how to use this so successfully that I can do it now without even thinking about it. Like it's just a part of my life, which is amazing. That was a huge win for me. So I just want you to know that you can do it. You can do anything. If I can do it, you can do it. And I just want you to be encouraged with that. And we're going to show you how to do it right now.
Yes.
All right.
So you're going to be camera woman, and you're also doing a little play-by-play. So I might get a little bit lost in making my food and into that, and we don't want there to be total silence. So
yes.
So without further ado, I'm going to build my lunch, which is going to be a large salad, and it's also going to be a Greek yogurt parfait.
Yes. So we're going to start with a Greek parfait and a salad. And you might also be asking the question of, well, how do you know how much to eat? So let's just show them these containers a little bit first. So we have this one, you were saying, right? The purple.
Yeah, purple.
This is your fruits. We've got your green. This is your vegetables. These are both 1 cup. This is the protein. So this is about 3/4 of a cup. Here is your carb container. Everyone thinks it's too small. Look, it looks a little bigger now. There you go. This is your fats container. And this is seeds and oils. Now, you might look at this and say, oh my goodness, I'm going to starve on that. I'm going to starve on this diet. That's all I get? No, it's not all you get. In fact, Mike is actually going to show you his meal, and there's calorie brackets, and he's in a specific calorie bracket that they have set up in this 21-day fixed meal program. And what are you in? Are you
I'm in the
third?
biggest one.
You're in the biggest one. Surprisingly, I'm almost in the biggest one too.
You actually eat more than me.
Actually, I out-eat Mike. I'm in a whole different program.
But you're doing your own program.
So basically, he gets in his day 6 of these, 4 of these, 6 of these, 4 of these.
I actually only do 3 of those.
You do 3 of these.
Yes.
So you can adjust this because sometimes it's you fall in between categories and you can adjust it. So that's fantastic because it's not a one-size-fits-all all the time. This is your fats again, and you get 1 of these.
I get 1 of these.
And 1 of these. Now, I don't know about you, but we didn't realize before we did this that we were eating way more fat than we were supposed to.
Pretty much our whole diet
was way more
backwards.
Carbs and totally not enough vegetables.
We were kind of probably middle of the road with our protein. We were eating way more fat and carbs and not enough of the fruit and the vegetables. That was just the way it was.
We didn't know what balanced eating actually looked like until we did this program. This was an amazing training tool. And if you use it, you'll find the same. It's actually pretty eye-opening when you realize just how off-balance that we as Americans normally eat. And we just learned so much from this. So we're going to show you now.
I'm going to build my lunch.
With your lunch.
Okay.
So here we go. So do you want me to grab this?
Yeah, you're going to just tilt it, and I'm
tilting it.
going to make my salad.
Okay, here we go. So Da-da-da.
You can leave it on the table.
Leave it on the table right here. And is
I'll
it
make
good?
sure I'm in a good spot.
Okay.
Just move this container so it's not in my way. All right, so I've got all my stuff off to the side. Got my feta cheese, my salad. I'm going to start with spinach. Spinach is good stuff. I'm going to do 2 vegetables worth of spinach. So I just fill up the container, and you can stuff it in. That's a little much for one. All right, so there's 1 green.
How many greens do you normally put in your salad?
I usually do 4 to 5.
4 to 5.
So I knock most of my vegetables out in one salad. That's just the way I like to do it. Here's another green going in. All right, I'm done with my spinach. You get this one out of the way.
Out of the way.
Now I've got a mix of veggies. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. It's like it's a lot of arugula.
There's a lot of arugula in there. I don't know how I feel about arugula all the time. I put it in my salad, but...
We know Nicole loves kale.
Oh, yes.
That's not true.
Not
we
true at all.
Know that from
we
our
have
group.
the same. I have the same feeling about kale. It's not my favorite.
See, I like baby kale.
Mike likes kale.
Yeah, and I like it in soup too. Like that garlic kale soup that my mom makes is really good.
Actually, that is good. It's one of the few ways I like the kale.
All right, so we'll call that.
She says, I usually see people eating a protein for a main and a quarter veggie and a quarter starch. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Actually, it's funny because originally when we were eating, we would have mostly protein on the plate and we would have a lot of carbs also and very little vegetables.
So actually, this is actually
true.
in 8. Yeah, I think this is a 6-cup container. And granted, it's puffed up.
Okay.
This is just my greens.
So there's his greens.
There's my greens. Leave that there. Now I'm gonna add a little color to this because nobody wants to feel like you're a cow. Don't want to feel like you're some kind of a cow grazing in the field. You need a little bit of some little difference in color. So I've got half a veggie, so I'm at 4.5 now. I got some tomatoes, some grape tomatoes going in.
Yeah.
And now for some good stuff, some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Laura,
this is something fun.
Laura was so kind, and she got me some pomegranate. So we got some pomegranate going in my salad. I'm going to do half of a fruit. I'm not going to do a whole fruit. I'm going to do half. And that's a good thing about this too. You don't have to
use the whole container.
Just because you've got 4 fruits, it's not like you're limited to, oh, I have to use the whole fruit now. You kind of keep track of it. And we actually have an app. Beachbody makes an app. It's free on both Android and Apple devices. So you can track your food with the device. So you know exactly what you've eaten for the day. It's a great little tool.
Yeah, and as you check them off, then they go away.
Here you go.
So
half of a fruit here. Pomegranate's going in.
It looks like Christmas already in there. It's like Christmas in a bowl.
And that's really going to be Christmas.
Oh, yes.
We got the snow. Got to have some cheese going in. So I've got my feta cheese. And I like to savor the fat because no matter what calorie bracket you're in, you only get 1 fat a day. So 1 of the cheese fat. You get lots of oils and spoons, other ways that you obtain fat. So I don't want you to think it's only 1 fat.
They have categories of fat, which is really helpful.
Here's your cheese. I'm doing half a fat of my feta cheese, all in there. Done. So this is my lunch salad. If you want to go, I'm going to tip this up. You go there and tip the camera. I don't want to. Okay, yeah. I guess you guys see it. So there we go. There's my salad.
And there it is. Now Mike gets all of his vegetables done in pretty much in one meal. And I do a little bit different. I have a little bit more flexibility in my schedule, so I actually will spread them all throughout the day. But for some people, that is just not an option. And so this is the way that Mike has found that works for him. And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You find what works for you and works with your schedule.
Yeah, with my job, I work in a lab.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Sometimes
you did a good job.
Yeah, I'm still gonna make my parfait.
Oh yes,
and we do have. It is like it does. It's gonna look like a dessert too.
I think it tastes like a dessert. Parfaits are like my favorite.
All right. So with my job, I work in a lab. So I can't always be coming in and out. I work with biological products and with the processes and stuff. I can't just say, oh, you know what, I'm hungry now and it's time for my 10 o'clock snack. I can't do that. So I will eat, believe it or not, I will eat all this food in one sitting. And it's a lot of food, but I can eat it in 1.5 hour sitting. I don't always talk a whole lot. I'm usually just shoving food in my face, but I get it all eaten. So I'm going to make my yogurt parfait, and this is my protein now. So I'm going to do 3 proteins here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 2.5. 3, I've been actually...
Yeah, that's good. She says she gets her salads in. She works at a high school, Abby, and she eats them in between on breaks, which is good. That's kind of more how I do it. I actually am a homeschool mom, and so sometimes I forget what time it is, but I have quick veggies that I just grab when I'm like, oh, I'm hungry, I've got to start eating, and I'll grab my veggies, on breaks as well, because it's the easiest way to kind of do it. There's a good healthy snack too. Let me throw this in the garbage.
And I'm going to do 1/2 more. So I'm not going to do 3. Normally, I kind of go between 2.5 and 3. Tomorrow, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like maybe we'll have some chicken or steak for dinner. So I want a little extra of that, a little less yogurt. So there's 2.5 going in. So I think, what is that? That's almost 2, is that 2 cups of yogurt?
That is 2.5. Oh.
Because it's 3/4 of a cup, this one.
Oh boy, God.
Sorry about that. Somebody actually tried to call. It's all good, though.
I think we're back on. Yeah, we're back on and we're good.
Yep, it says we're live.
We are live.
All right. So, got my yogurt and mangoes now.
Mangoes. So this is one little tip that we do. And we have in the fridge a lot of these containers, and what we will do is after we go shopping, we'll chop up a bunch of different fruits up and we'll put them in containers. And the reason why we do this is because we don't just have time to sit there and chop stuff before we're going to eat every time we eat. So a way to make it go really easy and really fast is to do it this way. Chop it all up, put it in a container, and then for the next few days you're able to just scoop and literally just scoop and dump into your meals.
Mangoes going in.
Done. Look at that.
And the last thing we're going to add is some flaked coconut unsweetened.
Ooh.
Make it real fancy.
Yes.
Here we go. And the flaked coconut is a seed. It's a little guy. And again, I'm going to save, I don't want to use my whole seed. I'm only going to do half.
Coconut is so good for you too.
Yep.
I love that.
It was part of why we loved Thailand, was coconut everything.
Oh, it really was. I didn't want to leave. It's a good thing we left the kids home. Never would have come back.
All right, so there we go. Here's my parfait. So I've got my coconut, my mango, Greek yogurt. And you're asking maybe, does it have to be Greek? It really should be Greek or low fat. Greek is really the best. I mean, you look at the back of this. This particular one we've got is 24 grams of protein. It's only got 7 carbs and 0 fat. So it's nice, obviously low fat, high protein. You really want it to be a protein. I know a lot of yogurts, they even try to trick you. They'll write like 000 on it, like vanilla 000, and you look at it, it's got 34 carbs and they got 18 protein. So it's still got protein, but it's got way more carbs than protein. So you really want to look at the back of your yogurts when you use that. So that's my lunch for tomorrow. So you see, it's very easy. You measure it with the containers, and I actually, like I said, I track it on an app with my phone. So it's something that anybody can do. It's not like I'm going to remember all of this throughout my day. Like, oh, I had this many proteins, this many vegetables, how much do I have left? I track it with an app.
Then you don't have to think about it or remember.
Right, so this is the only one I have to wash. Everything else is nice and clean.
And Chrissy says food prep is key, which it totally is. It is key. It definitely helps a lot.
All right, we're going to shift this back this way.
All right, so we just made 2 meals. That's kind of incredible.
Yep, I made 2 meals. All right, come back around. Join me. I don't want to be by myself over here. Now we can pay a little more attention here to the comments. So we touched on the community element of our group, touched on the nutrition.
Oh, are you going to make the...
that's the grand finale.
Oh, grand finale. Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there. So the last part is, of course, the fitness.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions right now on food prep, 21-day fix? We can answer a question or two if anybody has any now. And if not, we can move on. Mm-hmm. And if you think of it later, we can always answer it then. So here's the other part of it. So exercise, right? So I used to actually work at a gym. I was a fitness instructor part-time for a little while. But I also run a piano studio, and so life got a little bit busy and a little bit crazy, and I had to give that up. And after that happened, I didn't really I didn't go to the gym. In fact, I found that I really had no time to go to the gym. And the times I could go to the gym, they didn't either have the classes that I wanted, or it really was just not open when I could go.
Oh, Christy has a good question about the spoons.
The spoons. We didn't explain about the spoons, did we? We forgot about that.
No, we didn't talk about spoons.
Okay, so you're right. That's a great one.
I laughed too, because when we first did 21 Day Fix, it was a funny story. I know we have mentioned this in our page. We were getting results still, but it's actually, the spoons are a teaspoon, and they're for cooking oils like olive oil, or they could be, like for me, I love peanut butter in my shake. It could be like peanut butter, almond butter, coconut oil, whatever you want to, however you want to use those spoons in the day, but it's a teaspoon. And when we first did it,
the first 2 rounds,
we actually used tablespoons instead of teaspoons.
Tablespoons of peanut butter.
Yeah, so I was eating 6 tablespoons of peanut butter, and
this is where you need to actually read sometimes. I just looked at the picture, and the picture had a picture with the teaspoons the size of tablespoons. So then I realized one day that we were doing it wrong. And do you want to know something?
We still got results.
So even if you don't do this perfect, I'm telling you, you still can get results. So that's good. Great question.
But so now the fitness programs.
Yes, so the fitness program. So that was my dilemma. So I was looking for an alternative at a point in my life, actually, where I was really, really struggling with a lot of things, and life was extremely overwhelming at that point. And so, and I was dealing with healing from an injury where I was having a lot of back problems. So even if I could get to a gym, I was very limited to what kinds of activities I could do. So a friend of mine gave me an invitation, just like somebody gave you an invitation here, to hear a little bit more about what Beachbody had to offer, and perhaps it was a solution for me. So one of the program I started with was actually PIO, and I started very simple, just twice a week. That was it. That's all I did. And then I went on to the following month. I was like, all right, well, maybe I can do one more. So I'll do 3 times a week. And then after that, I actually did the full out program. So that's all to say too, like if you start something, don't feel like you have to go in like a sprint. You can go in like a marathon, go in more like a marathon, build the habits. It doesn't have to happen like this. We're looking at lifestyle change, not a quick fix. So I'm going to pull out one program here that we both love and have done. And here it is right here. This is Hammer and Chisel. This one actually is very popular among couples because it's run by 2 of the trainers that Beachbody has, Autumn Calabrese and Sagi Kalev, right?
Yes, Sagi Kalev.
Sagi Kalev. And they have this great program here. So whenever you get a Beachbody program, you get a bunch of things that comes with it. First and foremost, the obvious. So you get DVDs, right? So you need these. And you get a bunch of them in this program.
Yeah, this one had the most variety.
This one has so much variety. We love this program. So at a gym, a lot of us would wish we could get a trainer, and many times it's really, really expensive. And what does a trainer do? Well, a trainer will help you learn how to do the different moves. They're going to give you a workout schedule to help you get the results that you're looking for, and they're going to help hold you accountable. So, but a lot of us can't afford trainers, so this is an amazing solution to that problem because you have 2 professional trainers in this program anyways that are going to help you get through it. So now you say, great, we got all these workouts. Just you do them obviously one at a time. What order do you do them in? Well, they give you that too. There's actually a science behind the order that they put the workouts in. So they give you a schedule, which looks a little bit like this. So you have all the days of the week in there. They give you your rest days. They give you your workouts for the day, and you just do that and just follow it one day at a time. Sorry about that. We got cut out again. So, okay. Sorry guys, we're having a couple technical difficulties here. Somebody's trying to get on, but they keep calling us by accident, I think. So we have, caught me off guard there. So they have a schedule, basically telling you what you have to do. they also tell you about the food plan, how much you need per when you're working on different programs. Like this is a very intense one, so you'll actually have to eat more food doing this program than you would on a program like PIO, for instance, because this is more intense and you're doing more intense weight training and burning more calories. So you have to eat for that, otherwise your body is not going to get what it needs and you're going to feel tired and sluggish, and you want to feel like you have energy. So you want to follow their food plan as well, and they use the containers also. Another thing they give you is a quick start guide. So it gives you this is a place where you can actually put in your own measurements and track your progress a little bit. And lastly, they give you a little something here, because you can actually, once you do the program, you can send in your results and they will send you a free t-shirt, which is pretty cool. So Christy says you get some serious muscle tone from this program. Yes, we got amazing results on this program, like serious muscle tone. It's pretty exciting. We have pictures, and I'm like, wow.
Right now, we're working through this program, Body Beast, another one. This one, just Sagi is the trainer for. This one is actually, like Hammer and Chisel was 60 days. This one is,
this one's 90 days. This is a 90-day program.
I'm wondering if the one that we're doing is even more. Because I think this one has extra weeks built into it.
It's possible.
Regardless, it's 6,
it's still a big program.
9, it's 12. That one's
it's 90 day.
Yeah.
I looked at the book.
12, okay, 12 days. Yeah, that's a long time.
12 days. First time I did it, it was the first time in my life where I gained about 5 or 6 pounds. And it was like a good 5 or 6 pounds. Like it was muscle and it wasn't fat. You know, normally we step on a scale and we're like, oh, I gained weight. This was good weight. It was the first time in my life where I was actually kind of excited that I had gained weight and felt really good about my body. So, and actually that is something in our group we talk about, is that it's not really about the number on the scale always. That number doesn't tell the whole story about who you are and about your progress. So there are so many different things you have to think about when you're thinking about your health, and it's not just the number that's on the scale. That will come, but as you progress through, you're going to see changes, especially. Some people have lost, we had Michelle in our group, she lost inches and inches and only lost 7 pounds. But when you looked at her, it was like, wow, like you look amazing. So this happens to a lot of people. You know, the scale doesn't always tell the whole story. So the next thing that we want to share with you is actually right now, they have a really awesome deal going on right now. Oh, she says we got somebody else doing Body Beast. Awesome. Does he love it?
Yeah, Ben is doing it and he does love it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that program. I mean, we're doing it the second round of it, so it's really cool.
Now we're doing the huge beast.
Now we're doing the huge beast because we want to get huge, right? Yeah.
Yeah, last time we did lean beast.
Yes, we did. No, we didn't. We did huge, and I didn't want to do huge because I was afraid to get huge.
I think you said you tricked me though. You did part of it.
I tricked you a little bit.
Of it.
I know. So this
Hi,
is.
Brittany.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Rich. You got on. That's good. So one thing we want to share with you actually is a deal that they have right now, because this is totally amazing. I mean, we were just telling you about a couple of the programs that we have, and you know we've invested a lot in these. You know, Body Beast, we have 21 Day Fix Extreme, we have Insanity Max 30, we've got PIO, we've got Hammer Chisel, 22 Minute Hardcore, we have Size, we have so many of these programs, and we've invested in each one of these between $40 and $60. Hammer and Chisel is actually more expensive than that, but we got it with a challenge pack, so it was a little less. But they are running a deal right now where you can have all of these programs at your fingertips for only $99 for a whole year on this on demand, which you can get through your computer, through an iPhone, through an iPad, smart TV, anything. And it's amazing. And they give you all the stuff that I just showed you, like the guide, the schedule, the food plan. It's all in there. You have access to everything. And of course, us or whoever invited you here, your coaches to help you through. So yeah, I mean, we have in our group right now, like we are loving the Beachbody on demand. It's amazing. It's really
it's not only
awesome.
It's every single. It's not just the programs we have. It's every single program that Beachbody has ever made. And if you buy it now, it's whatever they'll come out with for even 12 months. So if they come out with any new stuff, you also get that for that price, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
And it's not even just workouts. I mean, Autumn has a cooking show on there that you can fixate.
I was learning how to make chocolate-covered peanut butter balls that were 21 Day Fix approved. What? That's dessert. I'm all about that.
I'm all about that peanut butter and chocolate. I think
you
it's
know.
the best combination known to man.
Yes, God's food. So Beachbody on Demand. If that's something you're interested, totally reach out to whoever invited you out here, because that deal ends. It was actually going to end the end of this month, but I believe that they're extending it through March because it's very popular and they really want to give it out. I mean, it's $8.40 a month. Like, where are you going to get a personal trainer, a program written out for you, a meal plan, motivational coaches for $8.40 a month? Like, that's crazy. And you don't even have to get in your car and get.
And that's the other thing. It's like I know there's like other people you want to go to the gym. Like, I get it. I used to go to a gym too. It's like you got to get in your car, you got to drive there, you lift, and then you want to, you don't, at least me, I didn't like going in my car all sweaty and nasty. So you want to go take a shower, get in your car, go home. It's like you're talking, even if you work out for an hour, you're talking like probably a 2-hour investment of your time. I definitely don't have 2 hours of time to invest. If it was between that and me having to do 2 hours or nothing, it would be nothing. I would not be, able to work out.
Or you could be me and you're just scatterbrained and can't pull yourself together to get out the door and get your bag and get on time to class. Now I'm on time for every class because it starts when I start. I love that. So that's pretty cool.
Do you have to renew every year, or is it a yearly agreement? For the Beachbody On Demand, yes. You pay for the year. The thing that's cool is if you do it, like right now it's promotional deal. It's $99. Mm-hmm. It will be if you do it now, it's $99
and you're locked into
forever.
That. So you'll do 99. Say you did it next week. It's like, you sign up for your 99, and then you don't have to pay anything until the next year. They're going to send you an email letting you know that your time is almost up, and if you want to renew again. And if you don't respond, they will automatically renew you. But even if they do, Beachbody is actually really awesome because we've had this happen a couple of times where somebody's had a quarterly membership and it's charged them and they're like, oh no, I don't want to do it. Or I wasn't planning on extending it past the free trial. So they would just take it off, like no questions asked. Beachbody's awesome like that. Like everything they have is a 100% money back guarantee.
Yeah, so, even with the shakes, I know we're going to show you the shakes. I'm going to make a shake soon. I'm actually kind of craving that shake right now. I saved the protein so I could drink that shake down.
Yeah.
But the shakes, if you want to try Shakeology and you try it and you absolutely hate it, I can't imagine hating it. I love it. My kids love it. My kids are picky eaters. But they have, like Christy says, that bottom of the bag guarantee. You can have it for 30 days straight. And
if you're like, I was not impressed, you could send it back and they will give you a refund, no questions asked. That is the awesome thing about Beachbody. They really stand behind their product.
This is a good question.
Oh, this is a good one.
Can someone who is overweight and out of shape do any of the workouts?
Great question.
Yes. Every single workout that Beachbody offers, they have modifiers. So they will always show you a modified version of doing the exercise. So there might be, I think of a great example is PiYo. PiYo is a program that's like a fusion of Pilates and yoga. It's no weights, and they always show here's the move, here's the advanced move if you really want to do it advanced, and here's the modifier. Like if you're just not physically ready to do it even at the regular level yet, here's a modifier so you're still doing it, and trust me, you still will feel it in the modifiers.
Absolutely.
There were points when Laura and I, when we first started, I could only do modifiers. So it is something that anybody can do it. Regardless of what shape you are in, you totally can do any program.
And if you're looking for guidance too, because there's certain programs that I wouldn't necessarily recommend starting with.
Yes, like Hammer and Chisel, Body Beast, those are definitely more of an advanced program. Plus they also incorporate a lot more of not an investment in like Beachbody, but an investment in like a little bit of a personal gym. Like we've invested a fair amount of money in buying free weights and we bought the stability balls, things like that, because you need those for those workouts. It's kind of like your bare bones minimum. I mean, sometimes they even have like pull-up bars. Granted, even that, like pull-up, if you don't have a pull-up bar, they show a modifier, so you can still work the same muscle group. But hey, I don't have a pull-up bar, so here we have bands. We can use bands, or we
can do this exercise.
We can do free weights instead of doing the pull-up.
They give a lot of options, which is really wonderful and very helpful. And then whoever, if you have a coach that you're talking with, then what you do is you ask them what their recommendations are, and you can share too, because some people have injuries or have like weakness in their back or their knees, and there's certain programs that whether it's me or Mike or Michelle or any of us can help to guide you in the right direction of something that will be good for you, because we've done so many of these programs. And so we are always willing to help and figure out what's best for you and what's going to work for you. So Abby says she loves stability balls. Yeah, me too. Actually, we don't have a workout bench, and we use the stability ball.
I actually do have a bench, but just to conserve space, I actually, at this point, I prefer... There's a couple exercises I can think of. I would prefer the bench, like when I'm lifting a really heavy weight, but... You know, for the most part, I've gotten good. Plus, it really works your core as well. It does work your core.
Absolutely works your core. Yeah.
Got one for a desk chair. Yeah, no, it's great because it really helps strengthen your core. Actually, it's funny because we use the stability balls to work out so much. And with kettlebells, yep, there's totally programs that you can use with kettlebells. Absolutely. So if you have kettlebells, you know, and you don't have free weights, you could use kettlebells as well. Certain programs, like I'm trying to think, like Hammer and Chisel is one that you probably could really use. Like I'm thinking of like the Power one. Hammer Power, that one is a great.
Definitely.
You know, so Hammer and Chisel, some of the ones that I think Autumn actually even uses the kettlebell.
Yeah, we just used a free weight.
We use free weights because we don't have kettlebells.
So that was the alternate option. Okay, so here's a question we have. My left wrist was reconstructed. Can exercises be modified to exclude using it? Yes, yes, there is definitely exercises that you could modify for that. You obviously want to be careful. Now, I don't know
like how extensive
it is. It's definitely something when there's like a question with an injury that's healed, we always like to recommend that you talk to your doctor and see what they say. And, you know, if there's limitations, they're going to let you know what those limitations are. And then, you know, a coach like us can help you figure out what's going to be a good fit for you or what kind of modifiers you can use so you can get effective exercise without hurting a previous injury. So great question. That's a really good one.
Anybody else have any questions about
These were great questions.
Yeah, they were.
Questions.
About definitely the modifiers and the injuries and equipment that can be used. And that's why, like we said, the Beachbody On Demand is so good because there's so many programs. Like some of them, you don't need any equipment. It's just like your body is all the equipment you need. When our very first program, the one that Laura talked about, PIO, I actually lost almost 30 pounds. And I'm at a point now I'm not looking to lose any weight. But so no weight on it at this point.
So things like probably like yoga would be out of the question for sure, right?
I would say it's probably like PIO would be rough right now. Like something
things like planks and all that kind of thing. So, you know, for a situation like that, a recommendation I would have would be to stick more towards something that's like dance, because you're always on your feet and you're not using any weight on your hands, but you're getting a killer cardio workout and having a lot of fun. Two of my favorites, they have Size, which is a little more like a hip hop freestyle kind of thing. Very easy to follow. Shaun T, who actually created Insanity, made it, and it's awesome. It's so much fun. And then Country Heat, which is country line dancing style, and that's a lot of fun too, and very good cardio. And they start with simpler ones, and then as you learn those, they have more difficult routines, but you do really well with them because you've already learned things in previous routines to help. So something like that, or even the Court of Force too, which is basically like a martial arts kind of thing. Same thing. It's on your feet pretty much the whole time.
Well, there are stuff where it goes down, but I think you could probably
you can modify a lot of that one too.
Instead of holding wrist, you could do like elbow plank so that you're not on your wrist.
Yeah, she says dance is cool. It's great. Yeah, I mean dance is what I used to teach, dance fitness, and so when they came out with these programs, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Kevin, you got to try that Size. You're gonna love it. It's so awesome. Hey, Sonia. So great. That's another really good question. Awesome. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we were going to cover in the shake, or if we have any other questions. She says she loves Zumba. Yes, Zumba's a lot of fun too. I don't know if there's a program for it though, but yeah, they don't have Zumba. The closest to it would be Size, but if you love Zumba, you will love Size. Size is a lot of fun.
Size is very much like Zumba. I've seen Zumba. I'm not into the dance fitness, but I can appreciate the workout.
I got him to do Country Heat with me one time.
One time, because I kind of like country music.
Kind of likes country music, so that was a winner right there. was pretty good.
Yeah, that's as far as my dance fitness will go. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another country heat someday. But now I'm more into the weights at this point.
Yeah, well, now I'm telling you, you'll be more confident on the dance floor with that one. That's a good one. Hey, Christine.
So another thing with the nutrition that we want to talk about, because a lot of the Beachbody programs, like a challenge pack will come with, is the Shakeology. And it is a huge part of the nutrition. Do you need to have the shake to have the nutritional success? Absolutely not. We have people in our group that have great success that do I can think of, I don't know if Nicole is still in here, but Nicole can't have it because she has a gluten allergy. And so Shakeology, they don't have a gluten-free version yet. I'm sure in the future they will. But she's able to get great results and she follows the meal plan without Shakeology. It's a little more of a challenge to do it without the shake, because you'll see how much food, when I make a shake, I cram so much food in that shake, I'm knocking out a ton of my containers. And it's a great way to get a quick breakfast and get out the door, and I don't have to sit down and eat it. I can make my shake, pour it in my to-go cup, and I'm out the door. And I drink it on my way to work. Just like I used to, years ago, I didn't have breakfast.
We didn't have breakfast, or I did have breakfast and it was like chocolate egg clear or something.
Yeah, I would just, my typical morning was sometimes I would make a lunch, which was usually just grabbing whatever was left over in the fridge. And I would make myself a cup of coffee, and I'd go to work, and I'd sip my coffee on the way to work, and I wouldn't eat until lunchtime, and I would just nibble on stuff during the day, whatever kind of junk food was brought to work, whether it be donuts or, bagels, whatever. I would eat that stuff all day, and then I'd have my lunch and come home and we used to eat pretty healthy at home. But what I would, I'd eat out a lot too, like when I was at work.
Well, we would cram up on dinner too, because we ate like little tiny breakfast of coffee, and then lunch was whatever when we were out. I used to work construction, so I would eat usually.
Yeah, we'd eat out a lot. Pizza and
McDonald's, the burgers, whatever.
And all the bad stuff.
So, and then in the evening we'd come home and we really try to make up for it and be like, all right, we're going to try a healthy dinner because, well, we pretty much failed the rest of the day. So, but we would eat a ton of dinner. So, then we'd go to bed and you're full. And me eventually, I was lucky I worked construction. I didn't really pack on too much extra weight. Mike, on the other hand, was a slow grow.
Yeah, I worked. I've been in my job now for 10 years, and just about 10 years. And this March will be 10 years. It's my job. I'm on my feet, but there's a lot of times where I'm working in a biosafety cabinet. I'm sitting down, so I'm not doing a whole lot of movement. I'm moving my hands a lot, but it's not really a good workout because it's not really construction. Yeah. So due to my eating habits, I gained from the time I was married till the time I started this. I gained almost 30 pounds, and I'm not that big. I'm only 5'7", so 30 pounds on my body
was a lot.
It looked a lot, and starting this, I had being honest, I had low expectations of what this would do. I was like, you know what? I'm going to support Laura. She's doing it. And in my mind, I was thinking, like, I used to wrestle in high school. I play ice hockey. Like, this is going to be easy. Like, I'm going to do this. And I did Pio for the first time, and it totally kicked my butt. And I was like, and then it became, like, me making an excuse of why I didn't want to do it because it kicked my butt so hard. I was like, oh man, this is like, I don't feel like this is doing what it's supposed to. Like, I feel like it's all legs all the time, and there's not
enough. You're a hockey player. What's wrong with you? Why is this so hard? But it was hard for me too.
Yes, it does. It sneaks up on me. Not anymore. You're right.
It's true. Slow go.
But yeah, so with it, once I switched it, and it's funny when we started Pio, I didn't even change my eating. I was still eating the junk that I used to do, and I lost 20 something pounds.
Right. The only thing you changed was you had a breakfast in the morning. You had your shake.
Yeah, I had my shake in the morning.
We shake and Pio. That is the only two things that we both did in the beginning. I didn't even tackle the meal plan. I wasn't.
And it took us a while. Like I wasn't even physically talking about. There was that question earlier about what do you do like if you feel like you weren't physically fit enough. Well, we did Pio, and when we did it, like when I started, like when Laura started, she only did it very part-time, like two or three
times a week only.
When I got in, I said, I'm going to do it all the way, and I did it. We followed the calendar, we did it, but when we got through the first 4 weeks and got to month 2, the workouts got more intense, and we went through week 1 of month 2, and when we got to the last day, we both kind of looked at each other.
This is really hard.
They have a workout in there. It's called Drench, and it's like brutal. It kicked our butt so hard. We got 18,
some of you know this program who are watching this.
We got like 8 minutes in, or 18 minutes in, and we still had, it's a long one. It's like 48 minutes, I think. And we still had a half hour left, and it was like we looked at each other and it was like, "There's no way
we're not ready for this yet.
We're gonna hurt ourselves doing it." So we stopped, and we instead of giving up on the program, we
started over.
We went back to the beginning. We went back to week 1, day 1, and went through all 4 weeks again. And then when we got to month 2, we actually could do it. And I remember when we did drench, we struggled through, but we got through. And then we got through. You know, when we did drench, I think that last month has it like 4 times, 4 or 5, and
you
we did
better at it.
And you do. It actually became easy. We're now with some of the workouts we do.
It became easy, I would say, but we were able to get
there was a point we did drench, and it actually was easy because we used to do plyo strength, and there's some in plyo strength that are harder than drench. So when we got to drench, it was like, this is actually not so bad compared to strength intervals or whatever. But so I'm going to show you how quick I can whip up this shake now. Because some of you are probably thinking, like, all right, the food prep, that's already hard. Like, I got to chop up food, and that's already going to be a struggle.
Although you did that pretty quick.
I did do it quick, but there was some behind the scenes where I chopped mangoes, you did pomegranates and whatever. I mean, everything else was as you saw, right in front of you. But the shake, I know for me, I had big reservations about the shake because, I thought it was a gimmick. I'm just being honest. I was like, nah, it's not going to do any of the claims. It's, just like some other product. Like, I'm going to make all these promises. It's not going to deliver. And it did. The first day I had it, I was like, the taste, it was good. I wasn't like, oh my goodness, I love it. But it was good. It wasn't bad. Like, I've had plenty of protein shakes where I'm like choking them down. This was definitely, it was good. And I remember the second day, I did not have my shake. I went back to my old ways, and I just had coffee in the morning. And my body was in physical, like, I'm not kidding, was in physical pain. I work in a lab and I perfuse placentas. This is like, so whatever, get over it. It sounds gross. But I was rubbing a placenta, getting blood out of it, and my stomach was like in knots. Like, oh my goodness, I'm digesting myself right now. Like, I need to eat something. And I just, at 10:30, I couldn't last anymore. I had to go out and eat something because I was just so hungry. And after that, I was like, that's it. I'm never going to skip breakfast again. And I haven't. I've had Shakeology ever since that day. And it's just the amount of food that you get. I mean, it's loaded with, the buzz phrase is it's your superfood nutrition, your daily dose of superfood nutrition. And when you read the back of that thing, the exotic foods and everything that's packed into it, it's pretty astounding. It's like the equivalent of eating, I don't know, they say it's like $41 worth of vegetables. They tell you it's like this many carrots, this many things of celery, this many heads of broccoli that you'd have to eat to get the same nutrition that you get in Shakeology. Yeah. It's pretty wild. So I'm going to whip up a shake. So Laura's going to bring you over to my shake making station over here. And I'm just going to show you how easy this is to make my shake. And like I said, I'm kind of craving my shakes. I saved my protein for this. So go ahead, Laura, you can bring over and I'm going to make my shake up.
Here we go. And so I was really lucky because Mike researched the shake for us, and Mike happens to be a biologist, so we really got to research this and check out everything that was in there to make sure it was a good choice for us. So,
all right, guys, welcome
to
the kitchen.
This is our kitchen. The kitchen right over here.
All right, so I like to do 2 cups of water. Now, you don't have to use water. I used to use almond milk, cashew milk. I don't know. I never really got into the soy milk, but almond milk was a popular one. I'd get like the unsweetened almond milk. But at this point, I actually really like it just with water. So I do 2 cups of water. Now I'm going to get my shake. I'm going to make, we've got a couple of varieties in our cabinet.
We have almost no chocolate left. We're going to be KO, I think. I got you chocolate. Don't worry. I'll hook you up.
All right. Yeah, we got another bag of chocolate. It's our secret stash. Yeah, here's the bag of Shakeology. So it's got all the ingredients on the back. There's no artificial stuff in this. You can read everything that's in it. It has all the ingredients. You can't necessarily pronounce everything. So there's some weird stuff that you probably never heard of, like Lohengao and reishi fungus and chicory fiber, but it's all whole foods. You love our kitchen. Our kitchen is
it's really small.
It's a work in progress.
It's very tiny. So this is the one I just pulled out. This is actually a vegan
one.
one.
So mine is the non-vegan.
This was the first one I had. I got the vegan
I actually
one.
think I'm going to get a whole out. So I got half
go.
a scoop, but I think I can get another half a scoop out of this one.
So our
But our vegan one can go up in our cabinet.
Yes, this will be the next one open.
Alright.
Yes, our son had almost our last shake for dinner.
There we go. Bottom of the bag. So yeah, if you did this with Beachbody, you claimed you didn't like it and you didn't want to do it, you can send it back as is, and they will give you your money back. But you won't do that because it's that good.
It is that good.
So here's my yucky looking banana, brown, but these are like the best ones to put in a shake. So, and half a banana is equal to, in 21-day fixed eating, half a banana is one fruit. It's one of those weird ones where you don't use the container to measure it. You just have to know it.
Oh, that's a great question. The bag lasts us for a whole month. So it's 30-day serving, or 30 days worth of servings. So it will last you the entire month.
All right, let me get a little spoon out here. And I love peanut butter in my shake. This one is Mighty Maple peanut butter. So it's got a little bit of maple flavoring in it. So I'm estimating my teaspoon. I've just done this a lot of times, so I know roughly what a teaspoon is. This is on a regular spoon. I'm not using an official teaspoon, but there we go. Another little bit. I've got 3 left, and I'm using them all right now. I love peanut butter. All right, last one.
We say, Richie says, put in frozen fruits to make thicker. Yes, we actually do. Put a lot. We put fruits in. Mikey usually uses.
Yeah, we usually have frozen
a cup of fruit, right?
Yeah, I normally do, but I only have 1 fruit left today. So
yeah.
I had that nasty banana. Figured we'd eat it, but normally we normally do use frozen strawberries. We've got papaya. Actually, I think we do have papaya in there right now, but it sounds like the last little bit. The last thing I'm going to add, something you're able to add like in infinite supply with 21-day fixed eating, is extracts. So we've got some vanilla extract, and it's pure. You don't want to get the artificial one. You want to use pure extracts. So I'm going to use a little bit of vanilla. Almond extract is awesome in the shake. If anybody's ever had almond extract in your shake, it's awesome. And another thing you're able to add in infinite supply is spices.
Yes.
So I'm going to add some cinnamon. So I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is great for the metabolism too. So adding cinnamon to anything.
Cinnamon is good for your metabolism.
So I'm going to go ahead and add some cinnamon.
Awesome.
All right. And now, NutriBullet time. That's it.
Did you normally add ice to yours or no?
I don't. I like my shake a little on the thinner side. You can add ice if you want, like a milkshake. Add like 2 or 3 ice cubes to it. And that's it.
Yeah, allspice is good too. I've actually had that or cardamom. I've made mine before with there's a vanilla version, and I've done it with mango and a little bit of Greek yogurt, and it actually tastes like that Indian drink, lassi, and it's really good. So that's kind of the fun thing. You can make, the amount of different ways you can make Shakeology is pretty incredible.
All right, I don't want to spill. This is my cup is almost full. I've got a little bit left in here.
It's too bad we don't have Caleb here to taste it.
Yeah, Caleb is the pickiest eater you're ever gonna see. He doesn't eat chicken, steak. I'll offer him filet mignon. He's like, no, I don't want the filet mignon. He will eat sushi though, which is kind of odd for a little kid. But Shakeology, he loves it. He loves it like it's candy or pudding, whatever. He had it for dinner tonight. It's like he asked for it. It's like, well, what do you want for dinner, Caleb? You want to have the chicken? You want to have the steak? Or you want to have a shake? It's like the shake is like 9 out of 10 nights he'll have the shake. All right. See, Monica's answering some questions, so I'm going to go ahead and have my shake here. But do you guys have any questions about, I can see your comments, do you have any questions about Shakeology, about programs, about anything that you've seen, Laura and I cover?
We should go back to our table.
Okay, yeah, you can take us back. I'm going to have my shake.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, so I actually found, I actually started the shake for a whole different reason than just losing weight. For me, I needed something because I was finding out nutritionally I was really struggling, and that was a big problem because I was diagnosed in my 20s with ADHD, and that can come in forms of depression at different points in your life, And I had learned from a book. We went through a book with a group, and they had talked about, it was actually called Healing ADHD by Dr. Amen. And there was talking about all these things that really should be in your diet in order to help brain function and help to alleviate the symptoms. And so for me, the Shakeology actually, over the course of a few weeks, because of what was in that shake, really helped me. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was something I didn't actually expect that I would get a change, but I was hoping. And Mike had helped me research it, and it was something that for me made such a huge difference. And another thing that I struggled with was actually chronic headaches, and that was another thing that was tied to my nutrition. And I still, to this day, have no idea what nutritionally was causing this mild headache that I almost always had. But ever since I started doing Shakeology, within a couple of weeks, I didn't have that anymore. So, I saw a big difference. 6 weeks, it was definitely better concentration, much more energetic. I felt a lot better. And I just, I felt like a human. And at that point, before that, I really was at a bad place, so I didn't feel like that.
Nope,
nutrition made a big difference in my life, and that shake was especially something I totally stand behind.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And that is something I do joke about. Earlier on in our marriage, it was like, Laura would always say, I'm functioning at half a person right now. And I remember when she first started the shake, I was like, I almost feel like you're 3/4 of a person right now. I don't know if you're quite a person yet, but you're almost there. You're getting a lot closer. But, I'd tease her about that. But no,
it was a big struggle for me. So something was off. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah. So Chrissy said she was dizzy every day, and after Shakeology, that didn't happen again. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. No, there's a lot of really good stuff. Something neat scientifically like that is just, because it has quinoa in it. Quinoa is a really good superfood, and quinoa is one of the few things that you could eat that has all of those. They has all the non-essential,
essential.
Yeah, the
essential and non-essential amino acids,
yeah,
right?
because your body... No, it's all the essential. Your body has all of the non-essential amino acids there already. Was a question about IBS? Okay, so no, she's just saying it cured her IBS.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I've heard that one before, too, where it's helped a lot of people with digestive problems because they do have digestive enzymes in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people have issues with... the bacteria that's in your gut, and Shakeology actually has, I think, 3 different types of bacteria in it. It has both a pre and a probiotic to help with digestion and help help restore healthy gut flora.
Yeah, which is so important because if your gut is not healthy, your body is not absorbing the nutrition that it needs, and if it's not absorbing the nutrition that it needs, you're going to eat more. But yet your body's going to act like it's starving.
It's
How bizarre is that?
It's a terrible cycle where your body's starving because you feel like you need to eat more to get the nutrition that your body's craving, but
it can't get it.
And that's why your body starts to keep packing on more and more and more pounds, and so much of it's tied to the gut. But with I was going to say, with the amino acids, your body, the way your cells function is your DNA is pretty much a code. It tells your body how to build proteins, and your proteins are just a whole subtotal of amino acids. And if you don't have those amino acids present through your diet, because your body has 9 of the 20, it needs to take it, or it's the opposite. It has 11 of the 20. You need to take the other 9 in through your diet, and if you're not doing that, your body, it can't make the proteins it needs just for even normal day-to-day function. So, hearing things like headaches disappearing, it doesn't really surprise me because your body, a lot of times, most people are not taking in those amino acids in their normal diet. I didn't have quinoa until probably a year ago.
I didn't even know what quinoa was. I think I'm pretty sure I called it something it wasn't.
Granted, there's other foods that do have amino acids in it, but to get all 9 every day, I don't think there's too many people that were really doing that before. And you get it all in the shake. You can do it through your diet without the shake, but they're all in the shake. So you're already
cost effectively.
If you're starting your day with the shake, you're already good. You're already ahead of the game.
Which is excellent. Yeah, I just read here. So Michelle just typed in that she has type 2 diabetes and is in remission, which is amazing, meaning she doesn't take any medication anymore for her diabetes. that's awesome. Just it's amazing what your lifestyle can do when you're eating right, and including supplementation like this shake, which is amazing. I mean, we talked about how Caleb actually has it, and Caleb's a pickiest eater. He eats the same 5 things like all the time. But we give him this shake, and we've researched this, so we wouldn't give something to our child that that was like a diet thing or something that wasn't safe. This is his vitamins right here. I mean, this chocolate vitamin. What kid is not going to want a chocolate vitamin? I mean, that's kind of exciting.
I'm trying to remember. There was something he did the one day, and I told him I researched it online, and I said it was due to him having, because he doesn't eat hardly any protein. He's actually pretty good with fruit and vegetables and carbs, but the protein was where he was really lacking.
Yeah.
And I remember telling him, like, Caleb, this happened to you because of your lack of his fingernails were falling off. That's what it was. You remember his fingernails?
Yeah.
And he freaked out because he was losing his fingernails. And, when I researched...
Although we found out, too, that it had something to do with the
Coxsackie, but it was because it was dietary. Because
it was dietary.
It was the Coxsackie, the lower immune system, and the lack of protein.
Yeah, it caused the nails
all of it was causing
to start falling off.
But I'm reading what you wrote, Christy. Very true. Yeah, that's a tough thing. Like, a lot of people with the vegan and the vegetarian type
because
diets,
it's very limited on protein, like what kinds of proteins you can have, and the shake is
a great source of
protein for that. Oh, we're so glad you're feeling better then. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I see there's still 8 people watching. I know I see Monica, Christy. I'm not sure who else is in here. Maybe Michelle. But does anybody have any questions about Beachbody, shakes, diet, the community, our Bold Health and Fitness? If there's any questions, we definitely want to address them. If not, we're probably going to bring this video to a close because we've probably been talking for a while.
Yeah. We did a seminar.
We enjoyed talking to all of you and reading the comments.
It's something we're very passionate about. We definitely love the group that we are in. Corinne is still here. So we love our group, and every one of Mike and I, as well as our coaches Michelle, Christy, Kevin, Vicky, we all, and Monica, we all are really passionate about helping those people that come into our group to really succeed and get results. Because for us, it was life changing. It really was. I am in a completely different place now than I was 2 years ago. It's not only changed, just now I'm healthy, but I've been able to adapt the different ways I've approached fitness into other parts of my life. Like I told you before, I'm very scatterbrained and disorganized. Do you know that because of Beachbody, I am able to look at things so differently? Just take things in smaller bits and smaller pieces. I'm starting to organize things now. That's because of Beachbody giving me a mindset of, instead of saying I can't, that I can. And even homeschooling, that's another thing I decided to do because I got so much confidence. I almost cried the first time I finished a program. I'm not even kidding you, because I never finished anything. I mean, I dropped out of college. I barely could get through a novel, that kind of thing. I'm the one that jumps into things and doesn't finish. So I figured Beachbody was just going to be another thing like that for me. And you know what? I had a huge victory, because when I finished that PIO program that was only supposed to take 60 days, I finished it in 5 months, but I finished it. And do you know what the feeling is that gave me? Well, if you don't know what that feeling is, I want you to start it just for that reason. Because when you finish your first program and have that win, you become a new person. You've just had a big victory.
Thanks, Monica. I see your comment there. You're proud of both of us. Excellent. That always feels good. Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
I know Lori's the one. She got me into it too, and
I know.
I saw what she was doing. I just had to, couldn't let her do it alone.
I'm glad you joined me because it's fun, and we're coaching and helping people together. So, thank you, Abby. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're glad that you stuck around, all of you, and we hope that this was for those who we know people will watch this later on. Maybe not all of it, but they'll watch clips of it. We hope that it was informative and
helpful,
and we hope to see get in contact with your coach, whether it was us who invited you, Monica, Michelle, Christy, Kevin, whoever invited you. Ask them what kind of a program. We hope to see you guys get plugged in. We really want to see you succeed and meet your. It's more than just your fitness. I know you hear the term Beachbody, you think a 6-pack and buff people, and it's so much more than your body. It's the whole change that happens. Yes, it's through, like Laura said, it's through starting a fitness program, but it carries into so many other facets of your life that you really do become changed you could say you become changed maybe from the outside more in, whereas like sometimes you change from the inside out. This is almost like from the outside back in, and you become a different person, a more driven, and you really become like a conqueror, and it's really neat.
Yeah. So with that,
and you're very welcome. I see people saying thank you
guys. It's so encouraging to us. We're so happy you guys came and joined us, and I personally was very nervous because this is this is a big deal, something new that we're doing. But we're so glad that you guys came and that you're here, and we look forward to chatting more with you. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes. Well, you guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
We're gonna go get our workout in.
Yeah, we're gonna go get our beast on. Yes. That's right. Big muscles are happening.
Today we've got beast shoulders, bulk shoulders.
Yes. So that'll be good. All right, guys. Have a great night, and thanks so much for watching.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.